Hi, everybody, and a tremendous Friday afternoon to you as we come your way from Sam Harvey Field on the campus of Glendale High School, otherwise known as the Green Cathedral, as we bring you Game 2 of the Pacific League Series between the Nitros and the Indians. These two teams matched up on Tuesday, a 4-3 victory for the Indians. It was a close game. The Nitros actually led 1-0 at one point in the contest, and then the Indians were able to come back and put some runs on the board in the fourth and fifth inning to take the 4-1 lead going into the seventh. And then in the seventh inning, the Nitros able to put 2 runs across to make it 4-3. They had runners on at first and second, 2 outs. Ethan Aldretti comes to the plate, lines out to short on a nice play by the shortstop Brian Garcia, who had to climb the ladder to make the catch at the apex of his jump, and that ended the ball game. And Burroughs got the victory 4-3. Your winning pitcher was Dubon. Your save went to Salazar, and so the losing pitcher was Thomas, and then Burke and Jenks also pitched. So the Nitros take the field. Glad to have you along here on EdomRocksRadio.com, as well as streaming live at Facebook.com/EdomRocksRadio. Let's take a look at the defense from left to right in the outfield. Joe Leone, Adrian Cole, and Mike Titchener. From third to first across the diamond, Ethan Aldretti, Darian Jenks, David Edom, Thomas Kovarik. Nolan Wong is behind the plate, and Trent Lucerian will be up on the mound for the Nitros. Trent comes into the contest with a record of 0-4. He has an ERA of 9.70. He's pitched in 16 2/3 innings, striking out 10. He's allowed 21 walks, 22 hits, allowing 33 runs, only 23 of them earned, and he's hit 4 batters. Again, 0-4 with an ERA of 9.70. The Nitros come into the contest with a record of 3-6-1. Their team ERA is 5.62. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the lineups for the visiting Burroughs Indians. Leading things off, playing shortstop, number 9, Brian Garcia. Hitting second, number 11 at first base, Nathan Palafox. Actually, check that change here at the last minute. Garcia will lead things off. Just handed this note. Let's see. Andres Salazar will bat second, number 5, and he will play in center field. Then batting third will be number 11, Nathan Palafox. He's at first base. Batting fourth, number 51, Revan Diego in left field. Hitting fifth, number 20, Andrew Jacob Barrera. He's in right field. Batting sixth, number 6, Nicolo Chudian. He's the pitcher today. Batting seventh behind the plate, number 7, Matt Diaz. Hitting eighth, number 12, Brandon Giraldo. He will be at third base. And then the designated hitter rounding out the lineup, number 16, Colin Johnson. Devin Esquivel will be your second baseman. He's being hit for by Colin Johnson. So Garcia, Salazar, and Palafox to face Trent here in the first part of the inning. So here we go as the ball game is getting set to get underway between the Nitros and the Indians. Burroughs comes into the contest with a record of 7-6. Standing is Garcia. Trent up on the mound is ready and deals, and the first pitch is taken high, ball 1. So Garcia coming into the week hitting .257. Takes the next pitch for ball 2. On-base percentage of .395. Coming into the week, had 9 hits, 4 runs driven in, and he scored 8 times himself. Here's the 2-0 offering from Trent. That's taken in there for a strike. Garcia on Tuesday, he had a base hit, 3 walks, and a run scored. Here's the 2-1 offering. Swinging, there's a chopper towards short. Jenks has it. He's up with it, fires over to first, off the mark. Thomas tries to make the tag. He can't do so, and Garcia is aboard on the throwing error by the shortstop. So Garcia reaches, and that brings up Andres Salazar. Salazar had the save the other day. Comes into the week hitting .308. He had 4 hits, 5 RBIs, 4 runs scored. One of his hits, a double, and he takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1 the count. Salazar went 0 for 3 with a strikeout on Tuesday. Trent takes a look at the runner at first. Garcia, a threat to go at first. Here's the pitch. Taken low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Garcia leads the team in stolen bases. Coming into the week, he had 6, along with Palafox and a squibble. So if he gets a jump at first, he will take off. Being held on there by Kovaric. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swinging. There's a flare towards right field. And that will go over the head of Titchener in right field, who was playing shallow. That's going to go to the fence. Garcia's on his way to third. He's going to come in to score. Salazar rounding second. He's coming to third. He's going to score as the run comes across. And the Indians take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. So the error comes back to haunt Burroughs, and then really I think Titchener misplayed that ball in right field. He was playing shallow and then started to come in on the hit, and the ball went over his head and went to the fence for the triple. The run-scoring triple for Salazar. He's at third. That brings up Nathan Palafox. First pitch swing, and there's a drive down the right field line. That's hooking foul. Strike 1 to count. Last year, the game against Burroughs and Glendale here at Glendale High School went extra innings. Andrew Tinoco in the bottom of the 7th inning scored 2 on a triple to tie the game at 3, and then Burroughs was able to plate 6 runs in the top of the 8th inning to get the 9-3 victory. Next pitch, breaking ball missing just low, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Again, when you take a look at these two clubs over the years, it's been pretty much one-sided. Burroughs has won 19, now 20 out of 24 games, as the pitch is taken low. So they've won 19 of the last 22 coming into this week. So they're 20-3 now against the Nitros since 2007. A couple of those wins for the Nitros were because of the forfeit. The only game that they won on the field was a 4-0 victory back on April 1st of 2014. Next pitch from Trent is in the dirt. And the count goes to 3 balls and a strike. Revan Diego on deck. So Palafox at the plate takes ball 4, and he reaches on the walk. Palafox went 1 for 2 with a couple of walks on Tuesday. Also drove in a couple in that 4-3 victory. So runners at first and third, and that brings up number 51, Revan Diego. Coming into the week, hitting .261. 6 hits on the season coming into the week with 7 RBI. One of those hits, a double. Has an RBI opportunity with a runner at third. He has 7 runs driven in. See if Palafox is going to go from first. The pitch over for a strike. They did have a couple stolen bases the other day. Did the Indians. Here's the next pitch to the plate. Taken for ball 2. Was that just ball 1? Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. So again, you've got Palafox on at first, Salazar at third, nobody out. A run across here in the first inning. The next pitch is popped up. Infield, left side, on the grass. The shortstop Jenks is there to make the catch. Retreating to first is Palafox. Salazar back to third, and we've got 1 down. That brings up Andrew Jacob Barrera. He went 1 for 4 with a single and 2 RBIs on Tuesday in that 4-3 victory. Coming into the week was hitting .290. So has 10 hits now and 11 RBIs, and a couple more waiting for him. As he swings at the first pitch, comes up empty, strike 1 the count. So Trent up on the mound, 0 for 4 on the season. ERA just over 9. An unearned run given up so far here in the top of the first inning before the seats are even warm. Next pitch, that gets to the backstop. That will allow Palafox to take second base on the wild pitch. And now runners at second and third for the Indians with one away. That also takes away the double play situation. Let's see if the Nitros defensively now come to play in on the infield grass, or if they're going to concede runs to get outs here in the first inning. 1-0 game pretty much just underway. Burroughs and Glendale High School, game 2 of their series in the Pacific League. Here's the next pitch, taken high. That runs the count to 2 balls and a strike here to Barrera. The pitcher, Nicolo Chudian, on deck. Fastball swung on, fouled back. Count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. So next week, the Nitros will take on Burbank for their Pacific League opponent at Burbank on Tuesday, and then Friday at home. They also have a game Wednesday, a makeup game from a rainout earlier this year at home against Summit. There's the 2-2. Swinging, there's a one-hopper back to Trent, looks the runners back to second and third, throws to first to get the out, and we've got 2 away. Nice play by Trent there to grab the comebacker and look the runners back and take the out at first. 1-3 on the put out, we've got 2 away, and that brings up the pitcher, Nicolo Chudian. Hitting .158 on the season, did not play on Tuesday. Has 3 hits, driven in 2, and scored 3 times. He's also struck out 5 times and walked once. He's got 2 RBIs sitting for him at second and third. Salazar at third, Palafox at second. Here's the pitch to the plate. Breaking ball hits the batter, and we've got the bases loaded. Now they're going to say that he did not try to get out of the way, and the umpire's going to make him stay there. So Chudian getting hit by the pitch, but the umpire, in his opinion, thinking that the batter did not try to get out of the way of the pitch, and he gets hit, and the umpire makes him stay here. So it's just a ball. Ball 1 the count. So runners with their leads. We've got 2 outs in the top of the first inning, 1-0. Nitro's given up a run, an unearned run so far, now looking to get out of it without giving up any more damage. The 1-0 pitch in the dirt, ball 2. 2-0 the count. The Nitros led on Tuesday, 1-0. That run came in the third inning. David got a single, stole second, then came home on the base hit by Jenks. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards left center field. That's going to dunk in beyond the diving attempt by Adrian Cole. That's going to go to the fence. That's going to score 2 and possibly 3. Rounding second. On his way to third is Chuidian. He's going to hold that third with a triple, driving in 2, and it's 3-0 Burroughs here in the top of the first inning. So 2 runs across on the second triple of the inning for the Indians. They lead at 3-0. 2 outs, runner at third for the catcher, Matt Diaz, as we've got Coach Chan and Wong talking to Trent up on the mound. So Cole made a diving attempt, but once he missed the ball, it was going to roll to the tennis courts. So perhaps a gamble, not worth taking. I don't know. Maybe 2-run score anyways. And it's 3-0 here in the top of the first inning. The seats, as they say, aren't even warm. Except it is a warm day. Nice day for baseball. A little bit warmer than it was on Tuesday. So now we've got Diaz at the plate, the catcher. Takes the pitch over for a strike. Diaz on Tuesday went 1 for 2. He had a single, strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. Here's the next pitch on the way. Taken low and away. Diaz coming into the week was hitting .440 with 11 hits and 3 RBIs. So he has his 12th hit of the season on Tuesday. The next pitch, missing outside. And that runs the count now to 2 balls and a strike. We've got 2 outs here in the top of the first inning, 3-0. Indians on top. Here's the next offering from Trent. Taken low. 3 balls and a strike. Trent, in his last outing against Northview, went 4 innings, striking out 2, walking 6, allowing 4 runs on 4 hits as the pitch is swung at the plate and fouled off, hits the overhang. And that should run the count full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yep, 3-2 with 2 outs, runner at third. Trent looking to get out of it, sets at the belt, is ready and deals, and the pitch is a comebacker between the legs into center field for a base hit. That will score Chudian, and it's 4-0 here in the top of the first inning. So last year it was a 3-3 game going into the 8th inning when the Indians got 6 runs to kind of blow it open. Their second game last year, they pretty much dominated. I believe the score was 11-0. That was 8-0. And here, after a close game on Tuesday, trying to put this one in the books rather quickly, 4 runs across in the top of the first inning. Geraldo, the 8th batter to come to the plate, fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. So 0-1 the count. 4 runs on 3 hits so far for the Indians. Runner with his lead away from first. Here's the pitch to the plate. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. The game before Northview, Trent went 4 2/3 innings against San Dimas, which was his longest outing of the year. Pitch low and away. Last year he did go a couple of 7 innings outings, but 4 2/3 the longest here. He went 7 against Hueneme and 7 1/3 against Burroughs last year. Pitch in the dirt. So he took the loss in that 9-3 game here at home last year. Went 7 1/3 innings, allowed the 6 runs on 5 hits. Only 4 earned runs, striking out 2 and walking 3. Pitch, strike 3 called, down around the knees, and that will end the inning. So Trent picks up his first strikeout of the ball game, but the damage done here in the top of the first as the Indians, they plate 4 runs on 3 hits, 3 of them earned. There was a walk and a strikeout, and they leave a man on. So 4 runs, 3 hits, man left on, and there was 1 nitro error. We head to the bottom of the first. 4-0, Indians on top. We're back after this here on EdomRocksRadio.com.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion, but that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause the down and taste the thrill of the day, and feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day, and feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
Sometimes I dream that here's me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move,
I dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
I wanna be like mine.
like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
Be like mine.
be like Mike,
Oh,
be like Mike.
yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move,
Dream I groove, like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
wanna be like mine.
like Mike. If I could be like Mike,
Oh, be like mine.
like Mike.
like
If
Mike.
I could be like Mike.
So we head to the bottom of the first inning here at Glendale High School. And for the Nitros, leading things off will be David Edom, followed by Nolan Wong, then Darian Jenks. Thomas Koveric hitting 4th, Ethan Aldretti 5th, Joel Leone hitting 6th, then rounding out the lineup, Trent Lucerian, Mike Titchener, and Adrian Cole. Defensively for the Indians, Revan Diego in left, Andres Salazar in center, Andrew Jacob Barrera in right. Third to first across the infield, Geraldo, Garcia, Esquivel, and Palafox. Diaz behind the plate, and Chewedian up on the mound. Nitros coming into the contest had outscored their opponent 10-9 in the first inning, but now they've been outscored 13-10 after 4 runs in the top of the first. So leading things off, David Edom hitting .385 on the season, 8 singles, a couple doubles, scored 10 times. He's been hit by a pitch 4 times and driven in 9. His on-base percentage, .575. Chewedian up on the mound, and the first pitch here for him in the ballgame is in there for a strike. David went 3 for 3 on Tuesday, had 3 singles, a walk, scored twice, had a couple stolen bases. Chewedian ready, right-handed pitcher, delivers, and the next pitch swinging, that's popped foul back out of play, and the count now 0-2. Chewedian on the season 3-0 with an ERA of 1.50. He's gotten a victory in all 3 appearances that he's pitched. Next pitch, a curveball swinging. There's a drive towards center field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. So a 2-strike curveball. David sends to center field for a base hit. He's got his 4th hit of the series, and he's on at first. So a nice at-bat there by the leadoff hitter to get aboard, and that brings up Nolan Wong. Wong hitting .360 on the year. He's second on the team with 9 hits. Has 9 singles, 5 walks, 4 RBI, and an on-base percentage of .452. So Chewedian 3-0 with an ERA of 1.50. He's pitched in 14 innings, allowed 3 runs on 9 hits, striking out 9, walking 4. Throw the first, not in time. David getting back to the bag. He did get picked off the other day, although talking with the coaches and at the time it happened, even the fans, they felt there was a balk involved, but the umpire did not see it, and he got picked off. He did come back, though, to get 3 stolen bases and 2 runs scored by game's end. So Wong at the plate. Nitros down 4-0, trying to get some of those runs back that they gave up in the top of the first inning. David taking his lead away from first, being held on by Palafox. Chewedian working from the stretch. Delivers to the plate, swinging. There's a fly ball towards right center field. The center fielder is there to make the catch. Salazar comes firing into first. Not in time. Looking to double off David, but he gets back to the bag in time. And we've got 1 down. So 1 away, and that brings up Darian Jenks. Jenks had a big game on Tuesday. He drove in all 3 runs that the Nitro scored. Had a single in the 3rd that drove in David. Then he had a single in the 7th, driving in David and Titchener. So he ended the day 2 for 4 with 2 singles and 3 RBI. Coming out of his slump that he had been experiencing a few games prior to Tuesday. Throw to first, not in time. Jenks on the season, hitting .242, has 8 singles, 8 RBIs, 6 runs scored. He also has a couple stolen bases. His on-base percentage is .333. Chewedian throws to first again. And David back to the bag. So I guess after the performance on Tuesday on the bases, the Burroughs pitching staff going to focus on him, try to see if they can't pick him off again. Chewedian working from the stretch. Now he's ready, delivers the pitch high. There goes the runner. The throw down to second on a hop, not in time, and another stolen base for David. So that's 4 stolen bases in the series. And we've got now a runner in scoring position and an RBI opportunity for Darian at the plate. We've got time out on the base path as David sliding head first into second base, picked up a slew of dirt. So Darian now on the season again with 8 RBIs. Looking to pick up number 9 now, get the Nitros on the board. Chewedian working from the stretch with a runner at second. David with his lead away from the bag, dancing away from second. Here's the pitch to the plate. Fastball waved at and missed. And the count, I believe, is 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch on the stolen base was high. Diaz behind the plate, the catcher. Chiwidian nods his head. Now he's ready. Comes, sets, letter high. Checks the runner at second. There goes the runner to third. The pitch swinging. There's a base hit into center field. Davin rounding third. He's coming to the plate. Here comes the throw. Not in time as Davin slides home. Scores a run. Nitros on the board. Darian picks up an RBI, and it's 4-1 Indians here in the bottom of the first inning. So Jenks picks up RBI number 9. And in the series, now he has 4 runs driven in. So a runner at first, a run across. 2 hits in the inning for the Nitros. And that makes it 4-1. Jenks now taking his lead away from first. Kovaric at the plate, hitting .263 on the season. 3 singles, a double, plus that home run at Northview. Pitch to the plate. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for a strike. Yesterday, opening day of Major League Baseball, saw a lot of people, a lot of guys hitting home runs. And Thomas, what about me? I hit mine against Northview. So right-handed hitter standing in, back in the box. Chiwidian working from the stretch with Jenks on at first, being held there by Palafox. Here's the pitch to the plate. Swung on and missed. Down in the count now, 0-2. On deck, Ethan Aldretti. In his last outing, he got the victory against Birmingham, 11-0. Chiwidian defeated Kennedy 5-3 and got the win in the 13-2 victory over Crespi. The pitch swinging, that's popped up right side. The first baseman, Palafox, is there to make the catch on the infield dirt, and we've got 2 down. And that will bring up Ethan Aldretti. Aldretti, who was just a couple inches away from tying the game up on Tuesday, will stand in with 2 outs, a runner at first. He went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. He did reach on an error and was left at third when he reached on a fielder's choice. So Aldretti at the plate, hitting .231 on the season, has 6 singles. And now we've got time at the plate. Guess Aldretti asking for time and getting it. It's 4-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Indians 4 runs on 3 hits in the top of the first. The Nitros come back with a run on 2 hits here in the bottom of the first. Jenks taking his lead away from first. Check that. Chiwidian is ready. And here's the pitch to the plate. Fastball taken low, ball 1. Joel Leone on deck. Against Birmingham, Chiwidian went 5 innings. He gave up 3 hits, striking out 5. Went 4 innings against Kennedy and 5 innings against Crespi. Here's the next offering. That's taken in the dirt. 2-0. He had 5 strikeouts in his last outing against Birmingham, had 2 Ks against Kennedy and 2 against Crespi for his 9 on the season coming into this one. Jenks on at first, taking his lead. He does have a couple stolen bases, but really not a threat to go, especially with 2 outs. Throw to first, not in time as he gets back to the bag. A better throw from the pitcher, and he probably got him picked off. The opposition hitting .191 against Chiwidian. Their on-base percentage .321. He's hit 4 batters, threw a wild pitch. Here's the next offering swinging. There's a fly ball towards left field. Diego going back. Now he's there. Camps under it, makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. For the Nitros, though, they do get a run back. They do that on 2 hits. There are no Burroughs errors, and they leave 1 man on. At the end of 1, it's 4-1. Indians on top. We're back after this.
I drink Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper. If you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper, drink.
So we head to the second inning with the Indians on top by a score of 4-1. And due up for the Indians here in the second inning will be 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup. You've got Johnson, Garcia, and Salazar. Johnson on Tuesday went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He did walk twice and he scored twice. You talk about getting production out of the bottom of the lineup. The Indians scored 3 runs with their last 2 hitters in the lineup. Diaz scored once and Johnson twice. Garcia was the other run. So anytime you can get some production out of the bottom of the lineup, you are going to be successful. Johnson coming into the week, hitting .278. 5 hits, 5 RBI, and 4 runs scored. Of those 5 hits coming into the week, 2 of them doubles. And he takes a pitch low, ball 1. Missed a home run by just inches. The short porch to right field at Burroughs High School on Tuesday. Umpire was right there down the line, called it a foul ball. Pitch taken high and away. 2-0 the count. He has 8 strikeouts, 8 walks now on the season. Actually, 9 strikeouts, 8 walks if you include Tuesday. And there's ball 3 delivered by Trent. 3-0 the count. On base percentage, .458. Takes a 3-0 pitch over for strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Garcia on deck, the leadoff hitter. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back, and the count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And there's strike 3, and down he goes. So Johnson goes down on strike. Second strikeout of the game for Trent. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Brian Garcia. Garcia reached and scored on the error in the first inning. So he's reached all 5 times that he's come to the plate against the Nitros here in 2018. Showing bunt laid down, first base side. Trent has it, the pitcher, up with it. A low throw to first, but in time for the out. 1-3 on the putout, 2 away. Garcia did have a bunt single in the bottom of the first on Tuesday at home for his base hit. Trying to lay one down there, but too much back to the pitcher, and Trent able to get the out. So 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up Salazar. He tripled driving in a run, then scored himself back in the first inning, which was just last inning. Take a pitch in there for a strike. So Salazar now 1 for 4 in the series. The pitch in the dirt. Salazar had a game against Hoover in which he had 2 hits, 3 RBIs. It was a tournament game against the Tornadoes, so did not count toward Pacific League record. And then he had a couple RBI against Crespi. He's driven in 1 here. Breaking ball missing low. So with the RBI earlier in the game, that ups his total to 6 on the season. 2-1 the count. Next pitch taken low. That runs the count now 3-1. And this is a situation that happens all too frequently for the Nitros, like it happened in the 5th inning on Tuesday. You get the first 2 batters, and then you give up a walk. There's a fly ball towards right field. Titchener giving chase, and that's going to be a fair ball into the corner. He's up with it, gets it back in quickly, and that will hold. Salazar to a base hit. He's got 2 hits in the contest, and now he needs a double and a home run for the cycle. So a 2-out single for Salazar, and that brings up Palafox. He walked and scored last inning. 1 for 3 in this series with 3 walks. 3 runs scored as well. So Salazar on at first. Here's the pitch. There he goes. Pitch in for a strike. The throw down to second in time, and they should have him. Yes, they do. So a nice pitch and a nice throw by Wong down to Jenks, the shortstop covering second base. He applies the tag, and Salazar caught stealing. 2-6 on the putout, and the Indians are retired. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left on at the end of an inning and a half. Indians on top 4-1. We're back with the bottom of the second right after this.
Arroyo Vista Inn is a historic bed and breakfast centrally located in the hills of South Pasadena, just 15 minutes from downtown L.A. They offer 9 unique rooms with beautiful views, cozy beds, and modern amenities. Enjoy impeccable service, daily breakfast, and afternoon refreshments. All rates include breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and tax. Check them out on the web at arroyovistainn.com or call them at 323-478-7300. Are you in the market for real estate services? Then you need Michelle Downing. Michelle combines years of experience and knowledge to get the job done right. Michelle Downing is a founding partner of Partners Trust Real Estate in Pasadena. Whether buying or selling, you need Michelle Downing. She will help you find the residence that is perfect for you. Call Michelle at 626-696-4848. Check her out on the web at thepartnerstrust.com.
So we head to the bottom of the second inning. Indians on top by a score of 4-1. And due up for the Nitros, you will have Leon, Lucerian, and Titchener. 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Joel had a walk on Tuesday. Nitros in the second inning of ball games this year have been outscored 14-1. So including the 4 runs they gave up in the first inning, in the first 2 innings of ball games here in 2018 through 10 games, they've been outscored 27-11. Leon hitting a .182 with 4 singles, 4 walks, 3 runs scored, and he's driven in 3. Left-handed batter standing in, and the fastball from Chewedian taken outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Leon started the season on a hot streak, but things kind of dried up in the Desert Christian game. He's been struggling ever since. Takes a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. He got a big walk on Tuesday, came in, hitting for Kovaric, and got on to push the tying run to second base, but then the nice play by Garcia to end the ball game on the line drive. Swings and misses, comes up empty. Down in the count, 1-2. So Chewedian, a run, 2 hits in the first inning of work here in this game. Working from the windup, right-handed pitcher is ready and deals, and the fastball is waved at, tipped, but caught by the catcher, and down he goes. So Leon strikes out, first strikeout of the ball game for Chewedian. On Tuesday, Dubon got the win, going 2 1/3 innings in relief, striking out 5, walking 2. Salazar got the save, going 1 inning, striking out 2, walking 1. He did allow 2 runs on 3 hits. And that brings Trent to the plate, hitting .238, 4 singles and a double on the season. Looking to help his cause, swings and misses, strike 1 the count. Ortega started the ball game for the Indians. He went 3 innings, giving up a run on 5 hits, and then Metcalf went 1/3 of an inning with 2 walks and a strikeout. That was the pitching line for the Indians on Tuesday. Breaking ball, swinging, chopped foul, third base side. And so the count remains 0-2. For the Nitros, Kovaric went 4 2/3 innings, walking 9, striking out 6. He allowed 4 runs on 4 hits. He did hit a batter, Burke went a third of an inning, allowing a hit, and then Jenks 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 1 hit. So Chewidian with an 0-2 count to Trent at the plate, looking in. Now he's ready, working from the windup. Deals, and the pitch, fastball taken low. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. We've got 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Indians on top by a score of 4-1. Looking for their 21st victory in 24 tries against the Nitros since 2007. Here's the 1-2 offering. Swinging, fouled back. Got a piece of it to stay alive. Thus the 2 strikes, anything close, you got to go after it. A lot of times you see batters sit there with something close, and it's called strike 3, and then they complain about it. It wasn't like Chris Taylor at the Dodger game last night, and a pitch right down the middle. 1-0 loss. Swing at that. Maybe you're the hero. So here we go after the foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes to count. Chewidian is ready and deals, and the pitch waved at and missed, and down he goes. So back-to-back strikeouts to open the second inning for the Indians hurler. Second strikeout on the game, and that brings up Mike Titchener. Titchener hitting .350 on the season, has 7 hits. That's third on the club. 6 singles and a double. He's driven in 3, walked a couple times, scored 4 times. And he takes the first pitch here on the inside corner, strike 1. On base percentage, .409. Again, batting average of .350. On deck, Adrian Cole. Here's the next offering. Curveball waved at and missed, and Cole down in the count now 0-2. Or check that, Titchener down the count, 0-2. So Chewidian looking to make quick work. This will be his 11th pitch upcoming in the inning. And swing and a miss in the dirt. Down goes Titchener, and it's a 1-2-3 inning on 11 pitches. So the Nitros gone in order. We head to the second inning. 4-1. Burroughs on top. We're back after this.
Cleaning Service has been cleaning churches, private schools, and offices for over 30 years. And now you can take advantage of their experience, knowledge, and skills and have your facility cleaned by a company that will take a personal interest in both your regular and special cleaning needs. Call Scandia Cleaning Service at 818-388-5546 for a free estimate. Call 818-388-5546. That's Scandia Cleaning Service, where all work is done with care to your satisfaction. Do your child a favor and open a checking and savings account for them at Los Angeles Federal Credit Union. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union helps young people make smart financial choices with free financial literacy classes and low-rate loan programs customized for first-time borrowers. Great customer service, financially secure, Los Angeles Federal Credit Union is the smart choice for you and your child's future. Visit them online at www.lafcu.org. Los Angeles Federal Credit Union, your financial source for life. Do you want to be a part of a television studio audience? Audiences Unlimited has been helping people see their favorite sitcoms live since 1982. Hit shows such as Growing Pains, Home Improvement, Friends, Will and Grace, and 2.5 Men. Contact AudienceSunlimited.com to get your chance to visit a working studio lot, be on the set of popular television shows, and see your favorite stars in person. They offer free tickets on their website. They also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 10 or more. Visit www.AudienceSunlimited.com and get your free TV tickets today. This is a unique Hollywood experience not to be missed.
So we head to the third inning, 4-1. Indians on top, Palafox, Diego, and Andrew Jacob Barrera. 3, 4, and 5, the heart of this Indians lineup. Trent out for his third inning of work, and the first pitch is fouled off, strike 1. Palafox, he walked and scored back in the first inning, continuing his successful series. He's reached 4 out of 5 times so far in the series. Curveball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Next week, the Nitros will take on the Burbank Bulldogs, Tuesday at Burbank. Next pitch swinging, that's chopped foul. for the third base coaching box. So Tuesday at Burbank, 3:30 start time, and then Friday at home against Burbank, 3:30 start time. And then they're having a makeup game on Wednesday versus Summit, a game that got rained out earlier in the year. So 3 games next week. And we'll bring them to you right here. Next pitch is a flare towards first. Koberic makes the catch on the line drive put out. 1 down, and that brings up Revan Diego. He's 0 for 1. He popped up to the shortstop, Darian Jenks, in the first inning for the first out of the inning. In fact, the first out of the ball game. We're in number 51. Right-handed batter standing in. And the big breaking ball taken high, ball 1. Diego went 0 for 2 with the 2 strikeouts and a walk on Tuesday as he takes ball 2. The game before that, Northview, he went 0 for 3. And there's ball 3 offered up by Trent. Prior to the Northview game, he had a 3-game hit streak. Seems like things come in threes for him. A 3-game hitless streak, a 3-game hit streak. Looking to snap that here with a base hit in this ball game. Takes the 3-0 pitch over for the token strike. 3-1. Swinging at the next pitch, sends a fly ball towards right field. Titchener fading toward the line is there to make the catch, and we've got 2 down. 2 up, 2 down for Andrew Jacob Herrera. He hit a comebacker to Trent for the second out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. He did get a base hit on Tuesday, drove in 2, a crucial 2 runs. Coming into the week, he was a .290 hitter. Now has 10 hits on the season. The pitch taken in the dirt, ball 1. We're in the top of the third inning. Indians on top by a score of 4-1. 4 runs, 4 hits. 1 run on 2 hits and an error for the Nitros. Pitch is taken low. And 2 of those hits for the Indians, triples. That will up your slugging percentage. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards center field. The center fielder, Cole, is out there. He's there to make the one-handed catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So the Indians gone in order. We head to the bottom of the third, 4-1. Burroughs on top. We're back after this.
Are you looking to rearrange your room? Don't leave it in the hands of your man. Let Interiors by Jada provide you with a design concept that will make your room feel comfortable and be beautifully functional. Interiors by Jada is dedicated to giving you a perfectly designed space any place in your home. Whether it be the living room, kitchen, bedroom, or bath, their focus is to make each space a place of beauty while creating functionality and use. Put your room in the hands of the professionals. Contact Interiors by Jada at 818-481-8992 or check them out on the web at www.interiorsbyjada.com.
So we're back here as we head to the bottom of the third inning with the Nitros trailing by a score of 4-1 and due up. For the home team, you will have Cole, Edom, and Wong. 9-1-2 in the lineup. Cole on Tuesday went 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Still looking for his first hit of the season. He has reached a few times. He's 0 for 8 on the season with 4 walks, a couple stolen bases, and a run scored. Even though he does not have an average, his on-base percentage is .333. And again, there's been times where he has been the crucial man in the bottom of the lineup to get on base, setting the table for the top of the lineup and scoring some crucial runs. You think back to the Paramount game in which the Nitros got the victory. You had Trent hitting 7th, reaching on a single and a double, then scoring twice. You had Titchener reaching on a couple of base hits, scoring once, and then Cole reaching 3 times and scoring once. So of the 7 runs, 4 of them came from the bottom of the lineup. And in that fourth inning against Paramount with the bases loaded, 7, 8, and 9 got on. Then your leadoff hitter drives home 3 on a bases clearing double. So here we go. Chwidian out for the third time. 3 strikeouts, a run, 2 hits so far is his line. And the fastball at the knees, strike 1. So 0-1 the count. The Nitros team batting average coming into today, 259. On base percentage, 395. Their opposition hitting 232 with an on base percentage of 404. Swinging at the next pitch. Cole comes up empty, down in the count now, 0-2. In the third inning of ball games this year, the Nitros have been outscored 18-15. So let's see if they can plate some runs across in their favorite inning. The third is the most innings or most runs in a single inning. As strike 3 is called, down around the knees, and down goes Cole. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Chwidian. He's got 4 in the game. And we head to the top of the lineup, David Edom. He's 1 for 1 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. Last time he dunked one into center field, so it looks like they're going to bring in the outfield, make him play shallow. He reached and scored the Nitros' lone run so far, matching what he did on Tuesday, scoring the first run for the Nitros. And the pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. We're in the third, home half. 4-1 is the score, Indians on top. Scoring 4 runs in the first inning in what probably should have been no runs given up. But the error opening things up and giving the Nitros fits and the Indians runs. Here's the pitch. On the outside corner with a fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. On deck, Nolan Wong. So Edom steps back in, batting from the right side. DeMarini bat in hand. Chwidian ready. From the windup, he delivers, and the fastball swung on and missed. Maybe got a piece of it. Down in the count now, 1-2. He had 2 strikes against him in his first at-bat and took a curveball to center field for his base hit. Good crowd on hand from both sides. Good traveling contingency from that faraway city of Burbank making the trek over here. Diaz setting up outside. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Nolan Wong on deck. With the hit today, has extended his hitting streak to 4, matching his season long. He had 4 to start the season. Here's the 2-2. Swinging, there's a flare towards right field, and that's going to get into right field for a base hit. And he's got his second hit of the ball game. So a 1-out single to right field. 2 hits in the contest, and that brings up Nolan Wong. He's 0 for 1, flew out to center field his first time up. So he's got back-to-back multi-hit games now. And in fact, you look back over his career against Burroughs, he was hitless his sophomore season. He did have a hit, 1 for 4 against the Indians last year, his junior year, and he now has 5 hits this year. Probably wishes he can play Burroughs every game, the rate he's going. So Wong up there now. Throw to first, not in time. Wong went 0 for 4 on Tuesday, had a multi-hit game against Northview, a couple of singles. Wong started this season with a 5-game hit streak. 2 hits against Southgate, 2 hits against Northview. All singles. 4 RBI on the season. Edom with his laid away from first. Now they throw over there. So Chwidian trying to keep him close. Already has 4 stolen bases against the Indians in the series. Diaz behind the plate. Has to be up on his haunches. Ready to go. So Chwidian throws back over there. Palafox getting a lot of work there at first. Sun sets off to our left, which if you're the first baseman, you have to eventually look into the sun as the sun goes down, but it's not quite there yet. Chwidian delivers a fastball inside, ball 1. Wong did miss the Desert Christian game. Seth Harley caught that game. Otherwise, he's been in every game. Edom taking his lead away from first, being held on by Palafox. He bluffs going, and the pitch is low and inside. 2-0. So at this point, just trying to distract the pitcher, because you need base runners down 4-1. We're in the bottom of the third inning. It was 4-1 heading to the seventh inning on Tuesday, and they got 2 runs across, but ended up falling short by a run. The Nitros have never scored 4 runs in a game against the Indians. It's going to take more than that here, and they got them picked. I guess when the whole Burroughs side of the field goes cheering for a pickoff, I guess you are a thorn in their side. That's the second time he's been picked off this week. So we've got 2 down. Two and 0 the count to Wong. Chewedian now working from the windup. Delivers a pitch low, and the count goes 3-0. Now Diaz will go out and talk to his pitcher. Diaz did this about 5-6 times on Tuesday and is slowing up the game. On deck, Darian Jenks. So here we go with a 3-0 count. Wong, a left-handed batter, standing in, the catcher for the Nitros. Here's the 3-0 offering. There's ball 4, and Wong is aboard. So the first walk offered up in the contest by Chewedian. Runner at first with 2 outs for Darian Jenks. He's 1 for 1, singled in the first inning. Drove in the lone run of the game so far for the Nitros. Again, had 2 hits against the Indians on Tuesday. Had a 4-game hitless streak. Opened the season on a 5-game hit streak, so maybe the hits on Tuesday combined with today will get him going again, as the pitch is, I believe, taken low for a ball, which would be 5 consecutive balls thrown by Chewedian. Wong with a short lead at first, being held on by Palafox. Chewedian working from the stretch. Sets and now delivers, and the fastball swung on, popped up, back out of play. And that's a foul ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Jenks. He drove in all 3 runs on Tuesday. He had 4 RBIs against Desert Christian. Has 8 on the season. All of his hits so far this year have been a single. Wong with his lead from first. Here's the pitch to the plate. Curveball drops in for a strike, and Jenks down in the count now. 1-2. So now Chewedian a pitch away from getting out of the third inning without giving up any damage. Just a hit and a walk. There's the pitch. Waved at and missed, and down he goes. So Jenks strikes out to end the third. For the Nitros, no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left off. At the end of 3, it's 4-1 Burroughs. We're back after this.
Jody Maroney's Sausage Kingdom in Glendale offers their world-famous gourmet of sausage sandwiches, grilled and served on their fresh-baked onion roll. Choose from a variety of delicious sandwiches off their menu, including the hot Italian, bratwurst, Polish, and chicken apple, or perhaps one of Jody Maroney's hot dogs, such as the giant Kobe beef, the Coney Island, or their Chicago style. Jody Maroney's located in the Americana on Brown Boulevard. You can also check them out on the web at jodymaroney.com. That's Jody Maroney's Sausage Kingdom, home of the hot dog. Rocket Fizz offers a wide variety of specialty, retro, and imported sodas, candy, and novelty gifts. Zotz, Pop Rocks, Bazooka Bubblegum, and a whole lot more. Make a special soda gift basket for your favorite Nitro. Beat those back-to-school blues with your favorite candy. Rocket Fizz, located at 138 North Brand Boulevard, is independently owned and operated. Check them out on the web at www.facebook.com/Glendale Rocket Fizz. Rocket Fizz, come be a kid in our store.
So we head to the fourth inning, 4-1 is this game moving right along. Indians on top. Don't forget, we're also streaming live at facebook.com/EdomRocksRadio.com. Get the live stream, the video stream, along with the audio broadcast. Audio only at EdomRocksRadio.com, the website. So Trent out for his fourth inning of work. He's gone 3, striking out 2, walking 2. He's allowed 4 runs on 4 hits, but only 3 of those runs given up have been earned. He's settled down over the last 2 innings. Gave up the 4 runs in the first, but then pretty much has gone 6 straight. He did give a base hit to Salazar, but he was caught stealing to end the second. It's kind of interesting in high school baseball. You don't see too many stolen bases, at least at this level, that we've seen in the games that we play. And so when somebody starts swiping bags, it becomes a whole different ball game because everyone else wants to try to do it. And you start getting some action. So Wong throwing people out, people getting picked off, people stealing bases, manufacturing runs with those base advancements. Makes for exciting baseball. So to the fourth we go, Chwidian, Diaz, and Giraldo. And the pitch from Trent. Curveball drops in on the corner for a strike. Good way to open up the inning. 0-1 to count. He had a triple driving in 2. Did Nico back in the first inning. Helping his cause out to a 4-1 lead here in the fourth inning. Here's the next pitch on the way. Another curveball taken high. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. He went 0 for 3 in the Northview game, which was his last game. Takes a pitch high. 2-1. In fact, that triple earlier today snapped a 3-game hitless streak for him. Pitch missing low and away, and the count moves to 3 balls and a strike. So 6, 7, and 8 in the Indians lineup here to face Trent in the fourth inning. 4-1 is the score. Pitch in there for strike, and the count runs full, 3-2. Take a look at Pacific League action. Arcadia on top. They're 10-0 overall, but Arcadia, CV, Burroughs, and Muir all winning their first game in the Pacific League. Swinging, there's a ground ball towards short, backhanded by Jenks, deep in the hole, sets and throws. His back leg gave out. Throw not in time, but I believe that Chwidian would beat it out anyways on an infield hit. 5th hit given up by Trent. 1 on, and that brings up Matt Diaz, the catcher. Singled and scored in the first. Muir defeated Hoover 11-6. Hoover's 1-11 on the year. The lone win against Antelope Valley 19-6. Arcadia shut out Burbank 9-0. And then CV beat Pasadena 7-1. Burbank only has 2 wins on the year. They beat Cleveland and Moore Park both by a score of 1-0. So runner at first as Chwidian puts the jacket on. And that brings up Diaz. Again, coming into the week was a .440 hitter. He went 1 for 2 with a single, strikeout, and walk. And now he's 1 for 1 this game. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back, strike 1. Take a look at Pacific League again. Arcadia's 10-0, CV 10-4. Burroughs now 7-6. Muir 5-2-1. Glendale 3-6-1. Pasadena 9-5, and then Burbank 2-6. Hoover 1-11. Nitros will play Burbank Bulldogs next week. Breaking ball over for a strike. Good pitch there by Trent. Diaz down in the count now, 0-2. CV scoring 80 runs so far on the season. Burbank has only scored 4 runs this year, looks like. They might be in a world of hurt. Swinging, there's a fly ball opposite field. Right field, Titchener coming in, makes the catch. Chwidian back to first base, and we've got 1 down. So Titchener busy out there in right field. 1 down for Brandon Giraldo, 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Infield looking to turn 2 to get out of it. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, caught looking to end the first inning. He's 0 for 1, did not play on Tuesday. Coming into the week, on-base percentage of .400, but no batting average. Still looking for his first hit, takes the first pitch for a ball. We're in number 12. That was his 5th strikeout of the season for Brandon in his first at-bat. Schwidian taking the lead away from first, being held on there by Kovarik. The pitch to the plate, curveball taken outside. And the count moves to 2-0. So it looks like it's going to come down to Arcadia and CV again this year for the Pacific League Championship. Those seem to be the two teams that are separating themselves so far from the rest of the pack. Pitch taken high, 3-0. Last year it came down to that series. CV won the first game of the series. It was the last 2 games of the season. Arcadia trailed CV by a game. CV won that game. And so they won the league. And then the last game of the season, which was pretty much a moot point at that point, Arcadia beat CV as the pitch is over for a strike. And then CV lost in the first round of the playoffs. So CV actually ended the season on a 2-game losing streak. They went 25-3 last year, and 2 of the 3 losses came at the end of the season. There's ball 4 as Giraldo draws the walk. The other loss, by the way, was Ukaipa last year for CV. Third walk offered up by Trent. He's in the 4th inning. Again, the 4 innings has been the longest he's gone so far in a ball game this year. He went 7 1/3 as his longest last year against the Indians here at home. So runners at first and second, and the pitch swinging. There's a comebacker off of Trent. That's going to be picked up by Jenks on the infield grass, and he throws to first, not in time, and the bases are loaded on the infield hit. Chwidian to third, Giraldo to second, and you've got Johnson with the base hit. So bases loaded, Chwidian at third, Giraldo at second, and Johnson, who struck out his first time up, he's at first. Bases are loaded, and now the Nitros, the infield, having a conference on the mound with the pitcher. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Brian Garcia. He's 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored in the first, then hit a comebacker to Trent for the second out of the second inning. 1 for 3 on the series. 1 for 3 on the series with a single, 3 walks, and 2 runs scored. Looks like the Indians are going to draw the corners in. So Aldretti at third and Kovarik at first, in on the grass. Middle infielders looking to turn 2. Outfield playing straight away. Garcia tried to lay down the bunt last time. Had a bunt single on Tuesday. See if they put the squeeze on. Swinging, it's a pop foul. First base side, Kovarik looking over towards the foul ball area, and it's off the net. Strike 1. Garcia, the 5th batter to come to the plate here in the inning for the Indians. The next pitch is taken outside. Garcia did not play in any of the games last year for the Indians. But he's up there with a chance to drive in a run as he takes a pitch low. Walk does bring home a run. There's 4 RBIs on the season. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Garcia. Swinging, that's going to get into left field for a base hit. That scores Chwidian. Giraldo will stop at third. Everybody else advances 90 feet on the RBI single from Garcia. Another run across, and that makes it 5-1. So Giraldo to third. Johnson to second on the base hit by Garcia. That brings up Andres Salazar. Singled last time, tripled the time before, driven in a run scored. Takes a pitch inside, ball one. Sixth batter to come to the plate for the Indians here with only one out in the fourth inning. Palafox on deck. Trent is ready and deals, and the breaking ball over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The next pitch, check swing, taken for a ball. Two and one the count to the right-handed hitting center fielder for the Indians. Trent comes back. There's a chopper towards third taken by Aldretti. He's going to come to the plate for one, and that's all they're going to get. So they get the lead runner out at the plate, 2 outs. Advancing to third is Johnson. Garcia to second, and Salazar reaches on the fielder's choice. So 2 away for Palafox. He walked and lined out. He's 0 for 1. He went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs in the game here last year in that 9-3 victory for the Indians. Foul tipped at the plate, caught by the catcher, strike 1. And then he went 2 for 4 with 2 for 4 against the Nitros last year in the game at Burroughs. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards left center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That scores a run. Here comes Garcia, and 2 runs come across on the base hit by Palafox, and that makes it now 7-1 Indians here in the fourth inning. So Johnson comes in to score from third. Garcia from second. Salazar goes first to third, and Palafox with a base hit and 2 RBIs. So 7 runs across, and it's 7-1 with 2 outs, runners at first and third for Revan Diego. He is 0 for 2. Pitch, I think he said was taken for a ball, but it looked like a good pitch. Diego went 0 for 1 last year against the Nitros, a game that was played at Burroughs. So 3 runs across here in the fourth inning. 7-1 is the score. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging as a pop-up, shallow center field. You've got 3 Nitros going out, and the center fielder, Cole, calls everybody off, makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. But the damage is done as the Indians send 8 men to the plate. They pick up 3 runs. They do that on 4 hits. There were no Nitro errors, and they leave 2 men on. At the end of 3.5, Indians lead it 7-1. We're back after this.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion. But that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause it's down and taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
Sometimes I dream that here's me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move,
I dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike. I wanna be like Mike. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
be like Mike,
Oh,
be like Mike.
yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I
So we head to the bottom of the fourth innings, 7-1, Indians on top, and do it for the Nitros. You've got Kovaric, Aldretti, and Leone, 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. Kovaric 1 for 2 with a base hit and a walk on Tuesday. 0 for 1 here today. Has a 2-game hit streak. Needs a hit to keep it alive. Takes a pitch inside, ball 1. Again, he has a double and a home run to go along with the singles that he's hit. Chouidian out for his fourth inning of work is ready and delivers the second pitch to Thomas, and it's a check swing. The umpire said he went around for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. A walk, 2 hits, a run, and 4 strikeouts so far in the inning or in the game. Actually, I think you can make that 5 strikeouts. Three hits and a walk. So Kovaric down in the count, 0-2, and the pitch, fastball, taken in the dirt. Ball 1. I think it's 2-1. Yep, 2 balls and 1 strike to count. The scoreboard had it wrong. So it's 2-1 at the plate. Chouidian working from the windup. Right-handed pitcher looking in to get the sign. Now he's ready and deals, and the pitch taken low, ball 3. 3-1. Nitros need runners. They left 1 man on, 2 men on. Only 4 men have reached base for the Nitros here in this contest. There's the 3-1 offering. Ball 4, and Kovaric draws the leadoff walk. The 6th walk for Kovaric on the season. Second walk offered up by Chouidian. And that brings up Ethan Aldretti, 0 for 1. Flew out to left field his first time up. Just a sophomore. Coming to the plate. Wearing number 1. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts on Tuesday. Last hit came against Paramount. It was a base hit. So he is due. Right-handed hitter standing in. Here's the pitch on the plate showing bunt. The pitch is taken low, ball 1. So perhaps the Nitros trying to put something in motion here, trying to get some momentum going. They're down by 6 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Thomas with his lead away from first, being held on there by Palafox. Short lead at first. And they throw over there anyways, and Kovaric back standing up. Always wonder what goes through a pitcher's mind when they throw to first, when the guy leading things off at first base, taking his lead off, is like 2 steps from the bag. Kovaric does have 1 stolen base. That came against Arleta, first game of the season. The pitch swung on, fouled back. That will even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Kovaric took the loss on Tuesday, pitching 4 2/3 innings. He did strike out 6, but he walked 9. Gave up 4 earned runs on 4 hits. He did hit a batter, dropping his record to 1-2 on the season. The next pitch to Aldretti is taken low, and that'll run the count to 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Chouidian is ready and deals, and the pitch missing outside. The count runs 3-1. So he went 3-1 to Kovaric before he walked him, and now he's 3-1 here to Aldretti. He did pitch and got the victory, did Nico, last year. He went 6 innings in the game at Burroughs, allowing 3 hits, pitched the shutout, struck out 6 and walked 2. Right now he has 5 strikeouts and 2 walks in this game with a run and 3 hits given up. David pitched last year, went 4 1/3 innings, Rangel went 1 2/3 innings against the Indians. There's the 3-1 pitch. In there on the inside part of the plate. Count runs full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Rangel took the loss. Jacob Rangel took the loss in the 8-0 defeat by the Indians. Trent took the loss in the 9-3 loss here at home last year. Swinging, there's a bouncing ball towards third, taken by Giraldo. He goes to second for 1. The throw to first is high and not in time, and Aldretti reaches. So the force out at second base will retire Kovaric on the base path. And Aldretti reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 out, runner at first for Leon. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Did not play last year, coming back for his senior season. Left-handed batter standing in, batting deep in the box. Aldretti with his lead away from first. Does have a couple stolen bases on the season. Pitch, fastball outside, ball 1. He has 3 stolen bases, does Aldretti. 1 against Monroe, against Desert Christian, and Paramount. So 1-0 count to the batter. Left-handed senior. Chouidian takes a look over at first. Now he'll throw over there. Aldretti diving back to the bag. The Glendale softball team, by the way, they're 7-1-1 on the season as Leon swings and misses, comes up empty. They lost to Burroughs the other day, 10-0, then beat Muir 13-3. They started 6-0-1 on the season, did the Lady Nitros. They're 1-1 in Pacific League, but they're off to a good start overall, 7-1-1. Guess Nitros spring sports, baseball and softball, they like the ties. Swing and a miss. Comes up empty, down in the count now, 1-2. The girls lacrosse team, they're 8-1. They lost to Palos Verdes 18-7, and then since then they've won 8 straight. The boys are 1-6. They beat El Camino Real 16-6 for their lone victory early on. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed. So Leon strikes out, and Aldretti will take second base for a stolen base. Leon strikes out for the second time in this one. 6th strikeout for Chouidian. That brings up Trent. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Trent last year went 0 for 2. He did reach. And he takes a pitch for a strike as he swings and misses, comes up empty. 0-1 the count. Chance to kind of help his cause. He has an RBI opportunity with Aldretti at second base. Looking for his 4th RBI of the season. From the stretch, Chouidian is ready and deals, and the pitch in there for strike 2, and now Trent down the count, 0-2. So the bottom of the lineup here needs to get something going, set the table for the top. Haven't done much yet. They're 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. Trent facing an 0-2 count. Aldretti with a big lead from second. The pitch taken for a ball. It's almost like he could have taken third because they're not even paying attention to him. He was halfway between second and third before Chouidian even pitched. So if he would have taken off, he would have had third stolen easily. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, so Trent stays alive. And he'll do it again. I think it was on Tuesday. Well, it was on Tuesday, but I think it was a 10-pitch at bat for Jenks before he got the base hit, driving in a couple runs. Just kept fouling off pitches, and then finally got one to drive, and he drove it. So that's all you need to do at the plate is just keep fouling things off, just getting a piece of it, and then looking for that one pitch, that mistake by the pitcher, and make him pay. There's the 1-2 pitch. Taken high. 2-2. Mike Titchener on deck. Trent with 2 hits against Paramount, 2 hits against Desert Christian, and 1 against Southgate for his 5 hits on the season. Has 3 RBIs, 1 against Southgate, 1 against Monroe, and 1 against Desert Christian. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Chewidian up on the mound into his 4th inning of work, trying to get out of this here without giving up a run. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging. There's a ground ball towards third, backhanded near the line by the third baseman. Giraldo throws to first in time. He made it look routine, and the inning comes to a close. 5-3 on the putout for the Nitros. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, no errors, and a man left on. We head to the 5th inning. 7-1, Indians on top. We're back after this.
Sometimes I dream that here's me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move.
I dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
I wanna be like Mike.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
Be like Mike.
Oh,
Be like Mike.
Yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move.
Dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
You know, when they talk about be like Mike, talk about Mike Titchener in right field. He's been busy today. He might be busy here again. Got some batters coming up that have gone his way. Barrera, Chewidian, and Diaz. 5, 6, and 7 in the Indians lineup. Barrera, he's 0 for 2. Hit back to the box and flew out to center field. Trent out for his 5th inning of work. He has 2 strikeouts. He's given up 2 walks, 7 runs, 8 hits. 6 of those runs earned, however. Barrera last year in the game here at Glendale High School, the 9-3 victory for the Indians, he went 2 for 4. And then over at Burroughs in the 8-0 victory, he went 1 for 3 with 3 runs driven in. Pitch over 4 strike to open up the 5th inning. 0-1 the count. 0 for 2 today. And he went 1 for 4 on Tuesday. So 1 for 6 in the series this year. Pitch over for strike 2. So Trent comes out, busts 2 strikes across. He's ahead in the count here to the leadoff hitter for the Indians in the 5th inning. 7-1 is the score. Burroughs on top. There's the 0-2 pitch. Taken way outside. It rattles around the backstop. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Like we talked about earlier, the Nitros really have only one on-field victory against the Indians since 2007 when Burroughs joined the Pacific League. They got a couple of forfeit wins back in 2011, but it was a 4-0 victory in 2014, and there's strike 3, and down he goes. So Barrera strikes out, caught looking. 3rd strikeout for Trent. 1 out in the inning. Barrera now 0 for 3 in the game, and that brings up the pitcher. Chewidian, he has a single, a triple, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. So it's an 8-game losing streak to the Indians do the Nitros have right now that they're trying to break out of, but they've got a long road ahead of them. They want to come back from this one. Pitch taken low, ball 1. And again, the Nitros, the most they've scored in a ball game against the Indians have been 3. Right now they're going to have to put up at least 8 total, 7 more. They want to come back in this one. Pitch taken high and inside. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Pitcher facing pitcher. On deck the catcher, Matt Diaz. Trent is ready and deals. Ball 3 up and in. So when Salazar, who came to the plate for his 3rd at-bat, had a single and a triple. He hit into a fielder's choice. And there's ball 4 as Chewedian comes to the plate with a single and a triple, and he draws the walk. So that might hinder any cycle opportunity for him. Not sure if he's going to get 2 more at-bats. Third walk offered up by Lucerian, and that brings up Matt Diaz, the catcher. Single, then drove in a run back in the first inning, and then he flew out to right field in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. Runner with his lead away from first, being held on there by Kovarik. Here's the pitch to the plate, swinging. There's a fly ball in the left field that dunks in front of Leon for a base hit. Chewedian will stop at second. And Diaz with a single puts runners on at first and second with 1 out. The 8th hit. I think that's the 9th hit, in fact. Let's see. 1. Yep, 9 hits. And it looks like that's going to be it for Trent. So we've got a pitching change. Nate Burke is going to come in to pitch for Trent. We've got a pitching change. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this.
Cocaine to smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile. Light up the beat. Shine on me. Turn on the sun. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile.
So Nate Burke is your new pitcher for the Nitros. He's 1-0 on the season with an ERA of 1.69. He's pitched in 8 2/3 innings, 10 strikeouts to 3 walks. He's allowed 2 earned runs on 7 hits. And he'll come in to relief for Trent, who went 4 1/3 innings, striking out 3, walking 3. So far, 7 runs, 9 hits, although the runners on base do belong to him. So Burke comes in with 1 out, runners at first and second, facing Brandon Giraldo. He walked and struck out, 0 for 1. And the pitch is a curveball missing outside, ball 1. Nitros need some outs. They're trailing 7-1, can't give up any more runs. We're in the 5th inning, top half. Burke, a sophomore, did not play baseball last year, transferring from St. Francis. Pitch taken low, ball 2, 2-0. Burke went a third of an inning, giving up a hit on Tuesday. Pitch over for a strike. Before that, he went 2 innings against Northview. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and a hit. Went 2 2/3 innings against Canyon, striking out 2, walking 1, allowing him a run on 2 hits. Pitch outside, ball 3. And then against Desert Christian, he started that game, went 4 innings, striking out 6, allowing a run on 3 hits, picking up the victory. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the next pitch on the way. Waved at and missed. A big cut by Brandon at the plate. Comes up empty. And the count runs full, 3-2. Can help his cause here with a strikeout. Giraldo's gone down once on strikes. That was in the first inning, caught looking to end the top of the first. There go the runners. The pitch swinging. There's a hot shot just foul beyond the outstretched glove of Aldretti. He makes the catch. He could have applied the tag and gotten a double play as Chewedian was like right there at third base when the ball was hit. The runners were going on the full count with 1 out. When you're up 7-0, you can take chances like that. So foul ball, we come back, do it again. 3-2 with 1 out. Infield playing back. Aldretti hugging the corner at third. There go the runners. The pitch outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. First walk offered up by Burke. Fourth walk in the contest. And that brings up Colin Johnson. Singled and scored in the fourth, struck out in the second. And again, went 0 for 1 with a strikeout, 2 walks, and 2 runs scored on Tuesday. Doesn't look like he played last year against the Nitros as he takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Got the bases loaded. Indians up 7-1, looking for more. Swing and a miss. Moves the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. They've only left 3 men on this game so far. They left 12 men on, did the Indians on Tuesday. Curveball hanging, swung on. There's a long fly ball to right field. That's going to find the gap. That's going to go up to the wall. That's going to clear the bases as Chouidian comes in, Diaz comes in, Giraldo comes in. 3 runs driven in on the double by Johnson. So a double drives home 3. You can close the books on Trent now. He gives up 9 runs, 8 of them earned. 9 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 4 1/3 innings. A walk and a run now charged to Burke. 3 runs across in the inning with 1 away, runner at second. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Brian Garcia. Garcia singled in a run and scored his last time up. He's 1 for 3 in the contest. Next pitch in there for a strike. Here's the next pitch from Burke, taken outside. So 10-1 here in the 5th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the next pitch from Burke. Swinging, there's a ground ball that gets by Aldretti at third into left field for a base hit. Johnson advances to third. You got runners at the corners. 11th hit into the contest for the Indians. And with 1 out, 3 runs across, runners at the corners. That brings up Andre Salazar, the 7th batter to come to the plate here this inning. He's got a single, a triple, an RBI, and a run scored. Burke working from the stretch, delivers, swinging. There's a chopper towards third. Aldretti has it. He's going to go to second for 1. On to first. The throw is wide to the bag. That's going to score a run. And so the run scores on the throw to second. Garcia out at second. Salazar reaches on the fielder's choice. No error on the play because they can't assume a double play. And once Aldretti went to third, Johnson broke toward the plate. So 5-4 on the fielder's choice. 4 runs across in the inning. That makes it 11-1. Now Burke steps off. That brings up Palafox. He singled, drove in 2 in his last at-bat. Lined out to first and walked and scored back in the first inning. Some snazzy New Balance cleats. Curveball floats over for a strike. 0-1 the count to Palafox. Again, 2 for 4 last year in the second game, which was at Burroughs for Palafox. He went 2 for 5 with an RBI here. Takes a pitch over for a strike. And then went 1 for 2 on Tuesday, and he's 1 for 2 here today. So what is that, a hit in all 4 games over the last 2 years? Swinging, there's a pop-up towards right field. That's going to dunk in for a base hit. David went out from second base, but then it was well over his head, and Titchener coming in from right field, not able to get there in time. And you've got a base hit for Halifax, his second hit of the contest. Salazar goes to second. And now you've got 2 outs with runners at first and second. And Diego, the 9th batter to come to the plate for the Indians here in the 5th. Pitch taken low, ball 1. On deck, Barrera, who started off the inning, striking out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It says 1-2, but I don't know if it's 1-2. It's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to count. To Diego, 0 for 3 in the contest. Flew out to center field his last time up, and then he flew out to right field, and then he popped up to short. 2-0 pitch, ball 3. 3-0. Indians with 4 runs in the first, 3 in the 4th, and 4 here in the 5th for their 11. 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Indians. Pitch in there for a strike, catching the inside part of the plate. A run, 3 hits, and an error for the Nitros. So 3-1 the count. Next pitch called strike 2. Now Burke a pitch away from getting out of it. Can he deliver? Can't give up a walk here. You've got to go after him. Make Diego earn it. He's 0 for 3. There go the runners. The pitch swinging. There's a chopper towards Jenks. A nice hop for him at short. Throws to first in time, and the inning comes to a close. So 6-3 on the putout as Diego goes 0 for 4. Indians send 9 men to the plate. They pick up 4 runs. They do that on 3 hits. No Nitro errors, and they leave 2 men on. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 11-1. Indians on top. We're back after this.
Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on! Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper.
So we head to the bottom of the 5th. 11-1 is the score. And due up, you're going to have Titchener, Cole, and Edom. But I wonder if they're going to have the 10-run rule after 5 innings, because it looks like we're going to have some pinch hitters. So Ian Nord is going to bat in place of Titchener. He went 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Nord on the season, he's .333, got a bunt hit single for his lone hit. He's walked twice, has an on-base percentage of .600, a couple stolen bases. He's standing in, a left-handed hitter. Got his bunt single against Canyon in that 17-1 loss. And the pitch taken high, ball 1. Just a sophomore. Chuidian out for his 5th inning of work. A run, 3 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. There's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball catches the outside corner to the left-handed hitting Ian. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. There's the next pitch. Showing bunt, takes the pitch for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike the count. So Chuidian working from the windup, facing Ian Nord, a left-handed batter, hitting for Titchener. Here's the pitch to the plate. Taken high and outside, ball 3. 3-1. So Nord got the base hit against Canyon, had that bat, struck out against San Dimas. Came into a pinch run against Paramount, had a couple stolen bases and a run scored. And then against Northview had an at-bat, or plate appearance, I should say technically, because he walked. Been used as a pinch runner a couple of times this year. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. There's the next offering. Swing and a miss. And the count runs full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Strike 3 as Nord throws the bat away thinking it was ball 4, and he strikes out. That's the 7th strikeout for Chewidian. And that's going to bring up Adrian Cole, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Right-handed hitter standing in. There's the pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nothing in 1 to count to Cole. Cole struck out on 3 straight pitches in his first at-bat, caught looking. 7 strikeouts in the game for Chewidian. Next pitch taken upstairs, evens the count at a ball and a strike. So on Tuesday, the Nitros will take on the Burbank Bulldogs at Burbank High School. 3:30 start time. Wednesday, they're back at home against Summit in a non-league game. And then Friday, they take on Burbank at home in the league game. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, but who cares? Nobody's on. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. 11-1, Indians lead it here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 11 runs, 12 hits. No errors for the Indians. A run, 3 hits, and an error for the Nitros. There's the pitch. Taken low. That moves the count 3-1 to Cole. Looking to get on base. Indians trying to shut the Nitros down. Chewidian has the pitch he wants. Now he's ready and deals, and the fastball is inside ball 4, and Cole draws the walk. So a 1-out walk here in the bottom of the 5th. 3rd walk offered up by Nico. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, David Edom. 2 for 2, 2 singles, stolen base, run scored, got picked off. He's 5 for 5 in the series, 5 singles, a walk, 2 runs scored, and 4 stolen bases. Cole taking his lead away from first, being held on there by Palafox. Chewidian working from the stretch, deals, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Nothing in 1 to count. So if this score holds up, the Indians will improve to 8-6 on the season, 2-0 in Pacific League. The Nitros will drop to 3-7-1, 0-2 in league. Their best opportunity would have been Tuesday to get the victory against the Indians. There goes the runner. The pitch swung on and missed. Hit and run was on. The throw down to second, not in time. Now it gets away from everybody into shallow center field, but Cole will hold at second, and he gets a stolen base. And for Cole, how many stolen bases is that for you, Cole? I don't know, a couple. So Davin against Burroughs back in 2016, he went 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts, was hit by a pitch. Last year against the Indians, he went 1 for 4 with a single, a walk, couple strikeouts, a run scored. And this year, 5 for 5 against them. A different a couple of years can make. There's the 0-2. Swinging, there's a shot just foul down the third base line. That was centimeters away from extra bases and an RBI. So we'll have to come back and do it again. Just missed it. 0-2 the count. So Chewidian out to his 5th inning of work. He's pitched in 3 previous games. He's won all 3. Got the pitcher of record. It'll be the pitcher of record here again. He's ready, the 0-2 offering. Swinging, that's popped up, foul territory, first base side. That goes back out of play. And we'll do it again. On deck, Nolan Wong. So David climbs back in, right-handed hitter. Cole taking his lead away from second. Working from the stretch. There goes the runner. The pitch. Low and away. Ball one as the throw down to third is not in time. Oh, now they say he struck out. Eighth strikeout for Chewidian. And that brings up Nolan Wong. So Wong at the plate takes a pitch in there for a strike. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Walked his last time up, was left at first base. So Chwidian looking like he wants to close this thing out here in the fifth, up 11 to 1. There's the next pitch. Fastball taken high. Gets away from the catcher to the backstop, but Cole will stay at third. Don't need to make the out at the plate when you need a bunch of runs. On deck, Darian Jenks. (11 to 1) here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Wong digging in, batting from the left side. Chewidian is ready and deals. Pitch swung on, fouled back. Wong down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Nolan last year against Burroughs, he went 1 for 5, had a single and 2 strikeouts. He went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts in the 9-3 loss, 1 for 1 with a single in the 8-0 loss. So he's 1 for 9. If you include Tuesday's game against the Indians in his career, he'll have another year, possibly next year. Strike 3 called. And that ends the inning. So 3 strikeouts in the inning gives Chewidian 9. And we'll head to the 6th inning. So no runs, no hits, a walk, no errors, and a man left. So we go to the 6th inning. We're going to have some defensive changes. You've got Ian Nord going to right field. Looks like you've got Jesus Vasquez now at second base. You've got Nate Rangel at third. It looks like Ryan Kataoka is going to be at short. You've got Adrian Aguayo at first. And we'll see who's behind the plate. It's going to be Nolan. He's still back there. Burke's going to go back to the mound. I think we still have Adrian in center field. It looks like Seth Harley's in left field. And that's all the changes. So everybody is pretty much changed, except for Wong and Cole from the start of the game. So Harley's in left, Cole in center, Nord in right, Rangel at third, Kataoka at short, Vasquez at second, Aguayo at first, Wong behind the plate, and Burke up on the mound coming out for his first full inning of work. And we're in the 6th inning. 11 to 1 is the score. So again, the Nitros, they will take on the Burbank Bulldogs on Tuesday. They can't let this game shake them because they have to come back, and they've got a team that they could beat. According to the stats that I've been able to pull out, it looks like the Bulldogs have only been able to score 4 runs. A couple of 1-0 victories over Cleveland and Moore Park by the Burbank Bulldogs as their 2 victories so far. So it looks like they could have a couple of wins coming up. Got to play the games, obviously. You can't just mail them in. But you can't let a game like this get you down, get the morale down, because you have an opportunity next week to pick up some victories. So for the Indians here in the 6th inning, it'll be Barrera, Chuidian, and Diaz. Unless we start getting some subs, which it looks like we're starting to get for the Indians. So number 19 at the plate. Showing bunt laid down, and that goes foul, third base side. So now we have to all agonize through these final 2 innings. So number 19, Michael Lee. Lee did get a plate appearance. He struck out on Tuesday, 0 for 1. Strike 1 the count. Here's the pitch to the plate. Chopped foul, third base side. Down in the count now, 0-2. So we'll see who comes up, if Chuidian is going to continue or if they're going to bring in, looks like he's on deck. So it looks like he might go the distance, try to save their pitching staff, give him a day off if he can go the distance. Should be able to. 0-2 the count to Lee. Still looking for his first hit of the season, has no batting average. Swinging, popped up, left side. Got to Oka. The shortstop makes a sliding catch on a pop-up, and we've got one down. So 1 away, and that brings up the pitcher, Chuidian. A single, a triple, a walk, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. He's had a busy day. And so now Wong behind the plate, setting up his defense, moving Seth Harley in left field away from the line, more towards a normal playing position. 11-0 here in the 6th inning. Burks pitched an inning. He's allowed 2 runs, 3 hits, and a walk in relief of Trent. First pitch swinging, curveball. He's turned on it and fouls it off third base side. Strike 1 the count. Indians got 4 in the first, 3 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th, leading at 11-1 here in the 6th inning. So Burke looking in to get the sign. Now he's ready. Tall, lanky, right-handed pitcher into his motion, delivers, and the pitch taken low. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Next pitch taken low for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to count. 11-1 here in the 6th inning. Indians on top. Nitros have subbed pretty much everybody defensively except for the catcher and the center fielder. And there's ball 3, I believe. Scoreboard says 2-1. I don't believe that's correct. D is your catcher, due up next. Looks like he is on deck. You do have some activity brewing down in the Indians bullpen, so could possibly get a pitching change or perhaps just a pitcher getting some work in. Swinging, pulled foul towards Zanku Chicken. And the count remains. Actually moves to 2 strikes. And that runs the count full, 3-2. So looking to try to have at least a perfect game at the plate is Nico. Here's the next pitch. Runs inside, ball 4, and he draws his second walk of the contest. So he reaches for the 4th time. That is the second walk offered up by Burke, 5th walk in the game by the Nitros pitching staff. Well, that brings to the plate Matt Diaz. Singled and scored his last time up. 2 hits in the ball game. He also flew out to right field as a run scored and an RBI. Burke take a look over at first. Chouidian with his lead away from first. A pitch to the plate swinging. There's a fly ball towards left center field. Cole now coming over there, makes the catch. We've got 2 down. And that will bring up number 1. Which I believe is Gonzalez. Yep, Steven Gonzalez. So Gonzalez comes in, batting for Geraldo. With 2 outs. Looking for his first hit of the season. He did get an at-bat on Tuesday, and he grounded out to first. Takes the pitch for a ball. Curveball missing outside, ball 2. So you've got a guy at the plate who's appeared in 7 games. Has a strikeout. And still looking for his first hit. Swinging, there's a ground ball to Kataoka. Bobbles it, knocks it down, throws an air ball to the football field. Chouidian will take off to third. And so Gonzalez reaches on the error. Second error of the ball game. And that will bring up number 77. I was waiting for him to get into the ball game. Jesse Rodriguez taking over for Colin Johnson. So Johnson ends the day 2 for 3, a single, a double, 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored, and Rodriguez swings and misses, strike 1 the count. He's hitting a .143. He has 2 hits on the season, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. So there's a chance to pick up another RBI with a runner at third. Pitch in the dirt gets away from Wong, but everybody holds. In fact, let's see when Rodriguez last appeared. I guess at the Carter game. He went 0 for 3 in the 3-1 game back on March 19th in their victory over Carter. He went 2 for 3 against Birmingham in the 11-0 victory. Takes a pitch there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. We got 2 away. Let's see if Burke can take care of business here and just end this. Nope. Pitch outside. Two hits coming against Birmingham. The only hits of the season for him. Runners hovering around their bases. Nobody's anxious to go anywhere. Swinging, that's fouled off first base side. That goes in the shot put area. And so we'll do it again. So we'll see how the lineup goes when the Nitros come up in the 6th inning. We'll see who they put in where. Curveball swinging. There's a fly ball towards left field. Harley is there to make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So Rodriguez flies out to left. For the Indians, no runs, no hits. There was an error, a walk, and 2 men left. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 11-1. Indians on top. We're back after this.
You're a whole new generation. You're loving what they do. I put a Pepsi in the motion. But that choice is up to you. Hey, you're the Pepsi generation. 'Cause I'm down and taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. Taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way. You're a whole new generation.
Sometimes I dream that heals me. Got to see that's how I dream to be.
I dream I move,
I move.
I dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
I wanna be like mine.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
Be like Mike. Be like Mike.
Yeah, I try. Just need to fly.
Just one day if I could be that way. I dream I move.
Dream I groove. Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
I wanna be like mine.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
Be like mine.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike.
So we've got a pitching change for the Indians coming into the contest, and pitching number 36, Nathan Metz. You can close the books on Chewidian. He went 5 innings, striking out 9, walking 3, allowing a run on 3 hits. He will improve to 4-0, barring a miracle. Got to Oka at the plate, left-handed batter, swings and fouls it off, strike 1. So he's taking place of Jenks. Jenks went 1 for 2 at a single and an RBI. He also struck out. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Ryan. On the season, he's 1 for 7 with a single, so he's hitting 143. Fouls it at the plate. So Metz up on the mound. Let's see what he has appeared in 6 games, has an ERA of 1.91. He's pitched in 3 2/3 innings. A left-handed pitcher delivers, swinging. There's a base hit into right field, and Kataoka is aboard. Fourth hit of the ball game for the Nitros. And he's got his second hit of the season. And that will bring up Adrian Aguayo. He's 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, so looking for his first hit. Throw to first, and they throw it away, and Kataoka now will head towards second base. So the error will allow the runner to go to second base. As Burroughs throws the ball around the infield. Snowball fight breaks out here in spring. So Kataoka now in scoring position for Aguayo with a chance to pick up an RBI. He had an RBI last year. In league last year, he hit 429. He went 3 for 7. He was 0 for 7 in the non-league portion of the season last year was Aguayo. Ended up hitting 214 on the year. Swinging, there's a fly ball towards center field. Salazar, or whoever's playing center field, is out there to make the catch. We've got one down. And that brings up Nate Rangel, hitting in place of Aldretti, who finished the day 0 for 1 with a stolen base. So left-handed pitcher Metz in relief of Chewidian. Lefty delivers, and the curveball catches the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count to Rangel. He's hitting .364 on the season, 4 singles, 2 walks, a run scored, has an on-base percentage of .416. Swings at the next pitch, fouls it off. down in the count now, 0-2. Has a 2-game hit streak, had a base hit on Tuesday against Burroughs, had 2 hits against Northview, and then a hit against Southgate, second game of the season. Facing a no-ball, 2-strike count here to Metz. Kataoka taking his lead away from second. Nobody's really paying attention to him defensively. The pitch to the plate. In the dirt, good block by Diaz behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So Rangel last year, let's see what he did. He went 0 for 4 against the Indians. 2 walks, a strikeout, was hit by a pitch. So looking at Junior, looking for his second hit against the Indians. As he picked up one on Tuesday, Met steps off the bag, looks towards Kataoka, driving him back to second base. Rangel, a junior, should he come back next year, will have another crack at the Indians. 11-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And down he goes. First strikeout for Mets. 10th Nitro to go down on strikes. We've got 2 away, and that brings up Seth Harley. Harley's hitting .222, has 2 hits on the season. Both of them are singles. He's walked 4 times, scored a run. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1. He caught in the Desert Christian game. Desert Christian. Had 2 hits against Foothill Tech, both of them singles. His last at-bat came against Paramount. He struck out. Swings at the pitch. Sends a fly ball to shallow right field. And Jacob Barrera, whoever's playing out there, makes the catch. And the inning comes to a close. So there was no runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left on. Actually, there's 1 error and a man left on. We head to the 7th inning, 11-1. Burroughs on top. We're back after this.
Coke and a smile makes me feel good. Makes me feel nice. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile. A Coke and a smile. To light up the beat. Turn on the sun. Have a Coke and a smile. That's the way it should be. I like to see the whole world smiling with me. Coca-Cola and Sprite. Have a Coke and a smile.
So we head to the 7th inning. 11-1 is the score. Indians on top. Burke out for another inning of work of relief. He will have, this is his second complete inning. He has an inning and 2/3 under his belt. 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks. Burroughs, they won the league championship back in 2016. They had a 12-2 record. They tied with CV. Arcadia came in second. And then in 2015, they went 13-1 to take the division crown. So they went back-to-back league championships for their only 2 league championships since 2005. Since 2005, CV has 9. Garcia at the plate takes a pitch over for a strike. He's 2 for 4 on the night, the day, whatever it is. 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Burroughs has 2, Burbank 1, and Arcadia 3. League championships. Arcadia last year went 12-2. CV 13-1. Garcia at the plate. Here's the pitch from Burke. Fouled at the plate. So Garcia down in the count now, 0-2. Burbank, they got their league championship, co-league championship with CV back in 2013, going 12-2. Arcadia won 3 in a row, 2009, 10, and 11. The pitch thrown behind Garcia. They went back-to-back undefeated in league in 2010 and 2011. And right now on the season, going into today, they were 10-0. There's the next pitch from Burke, bouncing to the plate. I think that's 2-2. Everyone's starting to file out with the game well in hand. And there's ball 4. Garcia draws the walk. Third walk offered up by Burke. Pencils dull. Time to change it. Got some new lead. And so that brings up Salazar. Salazar, 2 for 4. He's reached all 4 times, though, but the last couple of times he's gotten on via the fielder's choice. Takes a pitch over for a strike. His first at-bat today was a triple, driving in a run. Part of that 4-run first inning for the Indians. Swinging. There's a fly ball towards right center field. You've got a trio of Nitros, and it's the center fielder Cole coming in, filling the gap, making the catch. One down for Palafox. He walked a couple singles and a couple of RBIs and a run scored. So he is 2 for 3 today. 3 for 5 in the series this week. Swinging, fouls it back, strike 1. So 0-1 the count. Diego on deck. We're in the 7th. 11-1 is the score. Burke checks the runner at first in Garcia. Being held on there by Aguayo. The pitch to the plate. Curveball over for a strike in the count. No balls and 2 strikes to Palafox. Only 3 Indians have gone down on strikes. Geraldo, Thompson, or check that, Johnson. Swinging, there's a fly ball that kind of lands behind second base. Touched by Kataoka. He touches the bag. Goes to first, not in time. I believe the runner is out at second. He is indeed. So Garcia retired at second on the fielder's choice. You've got 2 down for Diego. He's 0 for 4. So Diego with his, well, no, we got a new hitter up now. I was going to say he had one last opportunity to try to get a hit, but now we've got a new guy at the plate, number 14. Dylan Rolando. No batting average. He's appeared in 3 games prior to this. 0 for 5 on the season. Swing, sends a line drive into right field for a base hit. Palafox will stop at second. And so Rolando, coming in for Diego, gets the base hit. Does what Diego could not do, and that is reach base. I think that's the 13th hit of the ball game now for the Indians. And now I believe we got Lee back up there. He's 0 for 1 in replace of Barrera. And he takes a pitch over for a strike. Lee wearing number 9. Actually, 19, check that. I was going to say Garcia's wearing number 9. Got to add a 1 in front of it. Takes a pitch over for strike 2. Down the count now, 0-2. He went 0 for 3 against Thousand Oaks. Maybe got in as a pinch runner because he's appeared in a few games. There's a chopper towards third taken by Rangel. He's going to airmail it to first, and everybody's safe if that gets away from Aguayo at first base, and the bases are loaded. Third error of the contest for the Nitros. So Palafox on at third, Rolando at second, and Lee reaches on the error. And that brings up number 3. Joe Metcalf Ground ball towards short. That gets knocked down by Kataoka. Goes into shallow left field. That's going to score a couple runs as both Palafox comes in to score. Rolando comes in to score. Going to third on the play is Lee. Oh, that was Lee. Yeah, Lee. So Matt Diaz at the plate. He's 2 for 4 on the day. 13-1 is the score. Pitch waved at and missed. I think he's down the count now, 0-2. So runners at the corners. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The pitch swinging. Popped up towards short. Kataoka is there. Makes the catch, and the inning comes to a close. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. 13-1. Nitros trailing. We're back after this.
Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I used to be alone in a crowd, but now you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, if you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Us peppers are an interesting breed. An original taste is what we need. Ask any pepper and he'll say, only Dr. Pepper tastes that way. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Come on! Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Right. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper, drink.
Arroyo Vista Inn is a historic bed and breakfast centrally located in the hills of South Pasadena, just 15 minutes from downtown L.A. They offer 9 unique rooms with beautiful views, cozy beds, and modern amenities. Enjoy impeccable service, daily breakfast, and afternoon refreshments. All rates include breakfast, parking, Wi-Fi, and tax. Check them out on the web at arroyovistainn.com or call them at 323-478-7300. Are you in the market?
So we get to the bottom of the 7th. We've got a pitching change. Jacob Riel comes into the contest. It's a pitch. He's pitched in 2 2/3 innings. Allowed a run on 2 hits, striking out 2, walking 2. He's faced 13 batters. And so now we will see Burke coming to the plate in place of Trent's spot. Trent went 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So Burke on the day, or I should say on the season, getting his first at-bat on the day. He's hitting .375. He's 3 for 8, has 3 singles, 3 walks, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. Swings at the first pitch, comes up empty, strike 1 the count. So Burke and then Nord. Yeah, he's on deck. And then Cole's spot. Here's the strike 1 pitch. Over for strike 2, and Burke down in the count, 0-2. So basically the only highlights today, Davin goes 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a stolen base, a run scored, and a strikeout. There's strike 3 called as down goes Burke. And then Jenks went 1 for 2 with a single, an RBI. And then Kataoka had a base hit. So Nord at the plate takes a pitch over for a strike. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the next pitch on the way. Taken outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Nord 1 for 4 in the season. Got the bunt single against Canyon, hitting .250 now. A sophomore standing in, batting from the left side. Takes a pitch low, ball 2. So the Nitros on Tuesday will travel to Burbank to take on the Bulldogs. 3:30 start time. Wednesday they're back here against Summit. And then Friday at home against Burbank. There's a chopper up the first base line. The pitcher off the mound has it. He's going to tag the runner. And we've got 2 down. And that will bring to the plate Adrian Cole. And takes a pitch for a strike, does Cole. Vasquez on deck. Cole needs to get on so Vasquez can have an at-bat. He would be the only guy not to have a at-bat. Well, Doe, but I think Doe might be hurt. But Doe and Vasquez right now, the only 2 guys on the bench that are suited up not to have a plate appearance in this one. Cole takes a pitch for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Cole has to get on to give Jesus a chance to come to the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Runs inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. So Cole on the day, he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He has a walk, 2 stolen bases. There's the next pitch on the way, taken low and away, ball 3. So the pitcher, Jacob, as Diaz goes out to talk to him, was cruising through the first 2 batters, got a strikeout and a ground out up the first base line in which he took care of business himself. But now missing the mark, 3-1 count to Cole. Looking to reach for the second time. He went 0 for 3 with a strikeout on Tuesday, so he's 0 for 4 with a walk in the series. And there's ball 4. Cole draws the walk, and that will bring Jesus to the plate. And so the first pitch swinging, Jesus comes up empty, strike 1 the count. He is 0 for 2, has a strikeout and a walk, on base percentage of .333. Swings at the next pitch, comes up empty. 0-2 the count. He had a walk against Arleta, an at-bat against Canyon, and a strikeout against Paramount. So this is his 4th appearance on the season. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Your winning pitcher, Chuidian, he improves to 4-0. He goes 5 innings, striking out 9, walking 3, allowing a run on 3 hits. Your losing pitcher is Trent Lucerian. He drops to 0-5 on the season. 4 in the 3rd innings, striking out 3, walking 3, allowing 9 runs on 9 hits, only 8 of them earned. Burke goes 2 2/3 innings of relief. Didn't strike out anybody. He allowed 4 runs on 4 hits. Only 2 of them earned all the runs. And he walked 3. And again, offensively, your highlights. David Edom goes 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. Jenks goes 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. And the final score, Indians get the victory, 13-1. They improve to 8-6 overall, 2-0 in Pacific League. The Nitros, they drop to 3-7-1 overall, 0-2 in Pacific League. The next game coming your way Tuesday from Burbank High School at 3:30 here on EdomRocksRadio.com. You guys have a great weekend, and we will see you Tuesday here on EdomRocksRadio.com.